There you go. All
Holy
right.
crap!
Send
And my
Fox the picture of that insect on the bed, going, oh hell yes, oh fuck yes, yes. What's going on in the picture? I said insect in the bed saying, oh hell yes, oh fuck
tell her
yes.
to read
That's all it
Metamorphosis.
is.
That's what that picture is from. It's from Franz Kafka's Metamorphosis. Fun read.
Hey, Zoltan, you're here. Why am I not surprised?
Don't go insulting the Zoltan.
I'm just.
What do you know about my silver sword?
What, me? A simple dwarf?
Shani insisted your knowledge of weapons is unequaled.
All right. Silver-plated blade. A steel core. Suited to a...
Made from star metal.
Workmanship, not perfect.
Made from star platinum.
For shit.
Thanks.
It wouldn't be a very good sword. Oh yeah, did you guys look at that Steam game I linked you? The RPG Maker game?
1 second, I'm all tangled up in my cords.
Probably not.
Okay.
The one you said that Seth would cover at one point.
Yeah, that joke statement. Yeah, the
Okay. So no,
Yeah, no.
because I'm sure Seth will cover it at one point.
Well, no, it's not really. It doesn't look like the kind of thing to be into. But like, yeah,
Oh.
I thought it looked super cool.
Yeah.
Just from the trailer.
Probably.
That really the... Okay. Whatever.
You got your sword?
I've had my sword. Weird way to fucking...
What brings you here?
It was a weird quest line. Let me rest.
Because their entire area is a weird inner line of like interwoven quests.
How am I doing on steel?
Right. God, I want to finish Trace Memory so bad. I just don't want to play it on my DS.
And don't.
What's the likelihood of me going to
Play it
work
on a...
at pizza place that I haven't worked and that I'm not really a kind of staffer next week?
I
I'm
don't know.
assuming, if anything, it's probably gonna be New. They open on New Year's.
All I know is that the
Yeah.
only thing stopping me from ordering a pizza right now is the time.
Only 10:33.
Yeah,
Vitali's is open
I
till
mean-
11.
yeah, but they're not gonna make a fucking pizza 30 minutes.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they will. I've done it before.
Really?
I've ordered it like this time.
Vitalis Zaval
They spin
again.
the pizza?
I'm in
Because I
Otsego.
honestly do that.
No.
Oh, yeah, tell me the name of your pizza place, then, Angelo, so I can fucking avoid it.
I'm joking. I wouldn't spin it, but I'd be upset at making it.
Well, I mean, it's only 10:33. It's not the.
Honestly, I
not
would
the-
rather make a pizza closing.
Well,
thing
if
up.
again, if
I
have a rule.
yes, you could make
Right.
that argument.
I
And the
tend to
person
hate
to.
people that tend to like not decide to get their food within an hour of closing,
Yeah.
and like the shorter, the closer it gets to closing, the more I resent the person for ordering.
Yeah.
I want to hold on.
So maybe the resentment, like reaching at 10, if I close at 11, is not the same as ordering something at 10:50
Yeah.
and then being open for another half an hour.
I hope I can add a note to let them know that I live in an apartment.
Oh,
Apparently, I have
yeah,
$2.50 on my account.
I should probably go talk to the private investigator.
That's enough to buy. I don't know. I don't eat at Vitalis. I don't.
Maybe you can get a cannoli?
$2?
Like one small
That's a
cannoli?
cheap ass cannoli.
No, I mean on my Vitalis account.
Oh.
Today is
Cheap
Saturday,
ass
right?
cannoli. That's $2.
I don't know. I'd have
Yeah,
to
they
look at
probably-
the menu.
I would
Yeah,
trust.
they close at midnight.
Oh, it's midnight?
So
Oh,
I
then
will-
yeah, order.
I will order a 12-inch pizza with cheese.
You should
You should order a 20-inch and then send half of it over here.
I was gonna say you should order it for not delivery, but pick up, come get me, and we can hang out and eat pizza.
Yeah, meat lovers, veggie. Where's my fucking Hawaiian option?
Get
I
fucked.
don't know.
Let's grab
I don't
cheese
think
and
pineapples
customize
are very plentiful in the middle of winter,
it. Yeah,
but
well.
sure they'll find something.
Cheese. We're gonna use this cheese. Absolutely. Meat. Ham,
Extra
All-
sauce.
All of the meat.
bacon.
Extra sauce.
Hey,
Chicken.
Raymond.
You don't want like some weak ass sauce pizza with all this shit on.
Of Rivia.
A warrior like no other. Your legend
You know what I mean?
precedes you.
Yeah.
Gotta get extra everything. Just load that pizza the fuck down.
Pineapple.
Yeah, this should be your dinner for the next couple days.
The names
So
mean nothing
much
to me.
fuck. That's how
I
fucking.
assume that's a
It's,
recommendation.
that's how much shit you're gonna put on it. That's
One piece should suffice for one meal. If you do
Holy
it right,
fuck.
half a piece.
Holy shit, their prices are amazing.
Yeah, Vitali's isn't bad for what you get.
Check
I remember
out.
my friend like living off of like him and another friend of mine just buying a
What's it
pizza
like
and
being
living
a
off
guy?
pizza for like a week
Around
because
the
they eat
world,
half of
a
it.
town full
Yeah.
of dirt and conspiracies.
They'd eat half of it
Most of my time spying
4
on
days and
locals
then
rich
the half.
burgers who cheat on their wives.
Jesus.
You can't imagine what people are capable of.
Delivery
Kept
time.
them alive.
Now!
I recently
Delivery time, and then in
Now.
bright red letters just says now.
I don't think so.
I wonder if I can get a promo code from
Just
Honey.
what I've been waiting for.
Yeah. Payment, we do not accept checks. I will pay with my credit card.
I'm all ears, White Wolf.
Who not sick checks
Shit.
or
I need
bank
alt
statements
tabs.
Can I fill in
Or-
my calculator?
or buyer's bonds.
There we go.
Not
That's
accept
probably
that.
good now. Just
Saved
looked over
card.
and
Oh
saw my.
God!
I looked over and saw my laugh peaking the fucking
What the
audio,
f-
so I had to turn myself down a bit.
Oh, that's a monocle. I thought his right eye was just bulging out
What
of
do
his
you
head.
mean there's a problem with this location? Why don't you climb some fucking stairs?
I'm looking for
How's our job
Azar.
Name mean anything to you?
I've heard it. Why are you
What, you
looking for
can't-
job
I'm-
ed?
Really? They won't let you deliver to apartment complexes?
Usually I charge
Well, time to make a phone
for
call.
but I'll give you this
Yeah.
one for free. I've been working
back,
on that
guys.
case for
All
a
right.
while.
Okay.
Professional.
Yeah,
matter
I thought
commission.
monocle was his fucking eye.
Commission.
Yeah, I could see why you thought that. I was confused on that before. I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with your face? Then I realized it was a weirdly shaded monocle.
Boy. One day the father returned home and was puzzled not to be greeted by his son, his dog, or the
Ever put,
smell of food on the stove. He suspected
Random
nothing
question
until
out of
he
nowhere.
found the dog
Ever put,
dead, shot in the muzzle with a heavy crossbow. He wasn't even sure if it
Ben
was
and
his dog,
Jerry's in like the
but then he found
refrigerator
his
for
wife pinned to the kitchen door.
for like 30
He
minutes
searched
to let
the
it
house in
soft up
vain for his son.
before eating
The
it.
culprits hadn't left a trace.
I don't usually do that with ice cream, no, but I know of people who, like, I've heard people put their ice cream and microwave it for a bit, which seems weird to me. Fridge makes
I don't
sense.
microwave it. I just get it less cold.
Yeah. I can see that. Because, like, sometimes when you get it out of the freezer, if your freezer's a little too good, it's like eating a fucking block.
You have to fucking chisel the fucking thing out of
Yeah,
the container.
exactly.
Only the parents knew about it. Always had trouble finding shoes for the kid. And the dead monster had an identical sixth toe. The
Yeah.
father has devoted his life to tracking down the murderer.
Uh,
I hope
yeah,
you
Trump
find
is asking for a
Back to
2,000
reality.
plus 2,000
This is
for
what
other
I've
family
managed to
member
learn. As our
for the
job
stimulus
ad,
check.
the Zerrikanian
Nice.
sorcerer leads Salamandra. He's more dangerous
I don't know if
than
you'll get it,
Sycamores.
but, I'm rooting for him.
Out of my reach.
Yeah.
Go for 2,000.
Contacts and resources,
Yeah, no kidding.
He's got almost free reign in the city.
I know a lot of
I
people
got
could
a
use
taste
it.
of his abilities. Anything else?
I suspect
Probably not me.
Salamandra has built a large
All the
scale
other people.
operation with gold simply
Again,
greasing the wheels of their
I'm gonna put
ruthless
at least 1,000 of that into
They're
Bitcoin.
conducting
Yeah.
genetic experiments, dangerous ones. Regular thugs wouldn't have the knowledge or means.
Because
Who's
the
working for
Bitcoin's a new gold.
Any guesses?
Just buy gold.
The captain of the guard
Gold's
who
always
let that
valuable.
investigation disappear.
Pretty much,
I
yeah.
guess.
Maybe you can squeeze some information out of him.
Is that all?
Just cash it all and throw it under your
City
mattress.
guards detain someone who could provide information.
The guard.
I'm starting to agree with Lyle when it's like
Find a way to
there is no
cross
money
that
behind,
prison. In the
there is no
meantime,
gold
I'll
behind their
protect
money
the
or something,
guards.
Count
or
on
dumb
it.
shit like that, and you
People
just
open
buy
up to me all
gold.
the time.
I don't.
When I say
I'm-
Bitcoin was-
Good luck.
I don't know. I don't think there's actually been gold behind money for a long time.
Yeah.
Know
Like,
anything
I'd have to
I
do
think our
more
money-
research into it than none at all, but I think it's a broad claim to say that your money is backed by gold.
We'll know for certain once you question
My whole
it.
point is our money without like
Just one
the
thing.
U.S. military is
I think
basically
you're being
worthless
followed.
around it.
Any
Yeah.
suggestions?
Wait here or
Nothing
what?
without power to back it
Make
up is
them
pretty much
nervous.
worthless.
Surprise
Yeah.
those who want
Yeah.
to surprise
That's the
you.
dark, dirty secret of
I'll leave
society.
you.
So were you able to get your pizza?
So that's why you buy gold or you buy Bitcoin.
Or you buy
Bitcoin's
a
the new
gun.
gold.
Yeah.
Okay, Angelo. Oh, they closed at 11, meaning that. God, motherfuckers!
I told you they closed at 11.
Fucking Pizza Hut. Oh, we have 20 minutes left. Shut up and eat my pizza.
Oh, you mean Pizza Hut closes at 11?
Yeah, Vitalis can't deliver to Allegan.
You mean outside of Allegan?
Oh.
Or to Otsego, yeah.
Well, order it and have it.
Well, I guess you're driving, fucker.
I was gonna say order it and have it sent to my place and then come get it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna drive to Allegan right now.
There.
I'm already in my.
Is there other places that have delivery around you?
Or you could
Like
run
the
to
Mexican place?
you could run to Walmart and get DiGiorno. It's not delivery, but it's DiGiorno.
It's disappointment.
Don't you hate on
Mad Mike's.
DiGiorno like
That's
that,
like a
you
cheaper
fucking
pizza.
heathen?
Ham.
You ever had Mad Mike pizza?
Not that I
no.
can remember. Extra ham. Let's hurry up and try to get this pizza in under the wire. Extra. I don't.
Is that for Pizza Hut or?
Pizza Hut. Yeah, I'm just trying to see if I can get this pizza ordered within the next 20 minutes.
There's still enemies about? Oh, there it is. Good
They
rock.
called you and said they weren't gonna make it.
Yeah, I'll add some extra cheese. Why not?
Well, I mean,
Check
if he
out.
can quickly get the pizza ordered and done, they kind of have to.
No, they can just say no. We're not making this. Take your money back.
Like, yeah, that's true too.
Oh God, I fucking
Yeah.
took my card. I took my card off this site. I'm not gonna have time to enter all that information.
You don't have your card memorized. What is wrong with you?
I
You can't like put the information in really fast. I can do that. You
Same.
not memorized.
Well, I guess I don't buy as much stuff as you guys. Hurry up, honey.
Yeah.
Find more discount codes.
Oh, you're using honey to try to fight.
Come on, hurry!
You're not getting a pizza tonight, man.
I'm so hungry.
Maybe
for
you should
pizza. Just go make
just go to
something.
the fucking store and get a pizza.
I saved $5.
Put it in the oven and eat it like Jesus.
I
You
got
could
$5
you
off
could
the
just like
purchase.
run to Walmart and buy some Tombstone pizzas. Those are usually good.
That'll kill me.
Yeah.
Or
And
just
this won't.
yeah, no
Like,
shit.
just
It's
staring
all
at the-
around
Staring at
pizza.
staring at the fucking honey code. Just like hurry.
Jesus. Christ.
Like I said, in my life.
Girl,
Leave
put
the
your
order at my
goddamn
door.
sword away.
Just go to the fucking store.
Don't text me deals.
Just,
Oh my god.
Thank
That's
Christ, this
fucking-
website has my credit card information.
Know anything about
He gets a
this
15% tip.
civilization?
Why would I tell
You know what? He's doing a good job. He can have a 20% tip.
Maybe I can persuade you.
Order not submitted.
I never
done?
turned down good phys tech.
I just
life
bribed
is
a
a
guard
fuck.
with fucking drugs. What is wrong with me?
Sending your order. Come on. Hurry.
About that Salamandra prisoner.
That's right. Make my fucking pizza.
I hardly know anything.
I can't see most of the
10:44.
screen because of night mode.
Thanks.
I guess I'll turn off Dark Reader.
Yeah, some sites have issue with it.
Is living somehow. Before we let the professor out,
Okay.
Prepare your eyes to be blinded by the fucking light, though, when you turn that off.
No coincidence.
Tim, get a
Oh,
30-day.
I find Tom
Down below it says get a 30-day free trial of Hulu to pair with your Pizza Hut order. Are you trying to kill me, Pizza Hut?
habit.
maybe,
I'll be back.
but not today.
Alright?
See,
His eyes burst into flames. Oh my eyes!
Yeah.
Pizza's delicious, but now I've watched all of Family Guy. Oh man.
Oh god. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da.
Guards, why you always on the prowl?
Yo, girl, I want to fuck you. Well, no, that's all right. Fuck you instead. Fucking fucking devil summoner music.
Can you imagine like you're watching Hulu and it's like, would you like a pizza with your next Simpsons episode?
Yes.
What the fuck are you
Why
saying
the fuck
about?
would I want?
What the fuck are you saying about me, Hulu? Who do you think I am? Of course I want a pizza. Fuck you. It's like a veiled insult.
You want
Hey,
pizza, fatty?
Hubby want a
Enjoy the
pizza?
next 20 episodes of Simpsons. Homer going dull.
I can't believe me and you went to the same place with that, because that's exactly what I was
Just
about to say.
applying the reverse order to it. Oh man. Man, I have a lady friend coming over tomorrow to wake me up, and it's gonna look real sexy with me just laying out on my bed with my tummy out and pizza on it.
Oh, fucking hell.
It's like, hey,
Oh,
Once-
fucking hell, mate.
good lord.
Is that the one you watch shitty anime with?
No,
Uh-huh.
she's a friend.
No, it's the other one.
Yeah.
The other one I
a
watch
friend.
shitty anime with.
Stay away from the prisoner.
Stay away from the summoner. That's it? That's all you want?
away from the summoner.
You could have extorted
like-
me for way
would you
more
like-
guards.
Now imagine if it doesn't even do while you're watching. It just asks you when you log in. Do you want some Cinnabon with your this next Breaking Bad marathon?
Certainly.
You want them little pollos?
Los pollos from
Pollos
Johnny.
amados.
Johnny.
Hi, Gary.
Hi,
Hi,
Sean.
I
bitch.
miss Oxenfurt sometime.
You could always go back.
Oh, is this Breaking Bad? You want some meth with Breaking Bad, man?
If you have your immunity,
I wanted to talk.
You offer it.
quickly. I need to get back to work.
That's the hell future. Just like food deals with the
good.
show.
The
If you
door
order
is
this
back
pizza
in your
right
bag.
now, you get 20% off your pizza.
Guards won't talk to me.
God, that's a
They're
hell
important.
future.
They wanna
A
quit
beautiful,
operating.
beautiful hell
I'd like to
future.
question this man.
Just don't take advantage of it, man.
Guards might be more
No.
talkative, especially with strong drink in
It's
hand.
like that. It's like that scene in fucking Fifth Element when like the McDonald's truck pulls up to his house, and he just buys McDonald's out of the truck.
Yeah.
That's heaven, man. That's paradise. This society
That's
is
also how
fucked.
you get fat.
This society is so fucked. And by that I
I
mean
think
I'm
your priorities, what heaven is fucked, man.
fucked. Well, I mean, I heard heaven could be a
A
place on
fucking
earth.
food truck going around my, running
Yeah,
up to
you
my
know
house.
when that
is not
lady
heaven.
sang it?
Prisoner.
You know what that when that lady was singing about heaven being a place on earth, she was thinking about pizza.
God,
Cockstain.
What
the
about
pizza's not
Cocksleeve?
being ordered tonight, isn't
There's a
it?
commotion in the corridor.
Bloody thugs.
Pizza could be
Ram's
infinite.
mate sent them.
Oh, that's hell.
Pizza's not crash. Pizza is unbreakable. Pizza is uncrashable.
It'd be inedible if it was unbreakable.
The Phantom Pizza. Battle
Oh,
pizzas.
that's hell.
Star Pizza. Stardust Pizza. Pizzeria.
Alright. Car pizza, star pizza them.
Pizza Ocean.
Oh, that's awful.
Pizza
I mean,
blood.
like, I mean, Pizza Pasta Force is already kind of a thing with Part 5.
Which one is worse? A ocean full of ocean made of like a pizza ingredients, or an ocean made of
Made of what?
Jello?
Ocean
Which one
made
is
of
like
yellow.
Pizza
Objectively
ingredients,
worse.
because like Jello is at least consistent.
You,
It's like-
yeah, but at the same time, it's
The
like
problem with pizza is that when you try to put it in any form that's not pizza or a calzone, it just turns into sauce. Sauce.
well, yeah, I'm
flavored
thinking of
everything.
like it's just a river of like it's like an ocean of red sauce and like pizza ingredients like layered around the ocean.
I'm like cringing listening to you right now. That's disgusting.
Honestly, that would be fine
Exactly,
because
it's
imagine
awful. But
drowning
at
in
the same
jello.
time, like
Pizza, that's why pizza rolls are garbage.
Bad
you
too.
bite into them, they don't taste like pizza. They taste like sauce.
Yeah.
Because it just the fucking all the ingredients just
But
soak up the
think
flavor.
about like
of
an
the
ocean
sauce.
full of fucking Jello. Think of how
Imagine
like, how
drowning
awful that
in
would
said
be.
ocean of Jello.
But at least it all tastes like Jello. It's consistent at least.
Well, you wouldn't drown it. You wouldn't
You'd
drown it.
suffocate. If you like
sink
fell
into
into
it.
it and sunk deep enough, you'd just suffocate on Jello.
Yeah, but I don't imagine it being too hard to swim your way out of Jello. Is it? Do you think it'd be too hard to swim your way out of Jello?
not only are you swimming against gravity, you're swimming against the weight of the Jello on top of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're not like fucking submerged inside of it if you both. You
Well, I mean,
probably,
if
you know
you're
what probably
drowning
feel,
in
it
the
probably feel
Jello,
like the
you'd be
ground if it's
submerged.
hard enough.
Yeah, it'd be like
Depends.
climbing out of like a softer dirt.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I got lost in
that could
thought.
be.
What the fuck? There's an RPG for Professor Layton?
It's about him swimming in Jello.
No, I was
The
looking
fuck?
at Professor Layton on how long to beat, the first one, The Curious Village.
What? Me?
Um,
Why?
and there was this other game on the list called Professor Layton's London Life, and it's apparently an extra RPG mode in The Last Spectre.
Evidence
Cool.
indicates you're linked to the organization.
There's also a Phoenix Wright, Professor Layton.
The wounded
Yeah, there's a crossover.
Likely,
Crossover.
since I hired him.
What for?
I need to look up gameplay.
Dino
My
Ketsu,
experiments.
Phoenix
I
Wright.
had no idea he belonged to a secret organization.
Is that the like the most common use of Japanese title like Dino Ketsu?
Protected me from
I don't know.
and did
This
other
looks like Mother.
risked his life for me.
This is kinda cool, actually.
I will not change that. Get out of my sight, mutant.
This looks like my mother.
Alright, I'll believe you for now.
accused him, didn't you?
I don't know.
Well,
enough
the
to decide.
fucking
Let's drop the
dying,
subject for now.
injured
Right.
Salamandra
We can't waste time.
moaned his
When
name.
you find that criminal, I'll gladly help. But
That's
now
your evidence?
work.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I wish there was an option between you're innocent and you did it, you killed him in this game.
Yeah.
Baby, love comes first. Heaven is a place on earth. Man, props to Pizza Hut for making me a pizza.
Stop
in
singing
20
about
minutes.
pizza.
Man, props to Pizza Hut for making me a pizza within 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I couldn't make a pizza, let alone
Probably
in 20
gonna be
minutes.
raw and
You
spit
cook
on.
well, not well. Actually, no. You can make pizza relatively fast if you have the
Ingredients.
like pre-made.
And if you have
Like
cooking,
the dough.
and if you have cooking mama to help you along the way, man, that's the fucking future, man. Like those AI, like getting those little AI pods, not only for the wife, but so you can have your own cooking mama to help you cook. That's a good future. Or like you could have like the
You
elite
always
agents teach you to
Learn how
manage.
to. Jesus fucking Christ!
I can cook fine, by the way. I just like the idea. I just like cooking.
I
mama.
know, but like your descriptions make you sound more and more pathetic.
What
The
you don't
more
want to?
go into?
You don't want cooking mama to help you cook?
No, I want to. If I'm cooking, I want to know how to fucking cook.
Seen a lot.
Well,
Have a problem with that?
I
like one
don't
of the-
need help.
it'd be like an interactive like cooking tutorial video. It'd be helpful.
The name Azar mean
Oh
anything?
God.
I have
It's like those DS games that just teach people how to
before
cook.
I slit someone's throat. I'll give them some advice.
I can just read like a website. Like it baffles me that people don't like wouldn't know
Image is everything, right?
how to cook nowadays because it's not like you're just fucking putting shit together and just hoping it tastes good. You can just look up what you want to make and just buy the ingredients and just
Yeah.
time it out properly.
Fucking Pat.
You don't like
Like the idea that like no one knows how to cook.
Just follow the recipe.
I mean, yeah, exactly. And like you're not a fucking chef. You're not cooking from scratch. You're not trying to be a chef. You're just trying to make food, edible.
Like if
food
you were
to
if you were to
survive.
ask me right now, Alex, make a lasagna, I'd go give me a recipe, then I'll make a lasagna. I couldn't do it right now from memory. I can cook a steak.
Yeah,
I can cook
exactly.
chicken, I can
Most
cook
people
pork.
can't.
I can make most pastas. Angel hair is tough though. Angel hair is really tricky.
No,
You gotta get the timing right on that one.
fuck me. Again,
Mhm.
what's it to you?
Like it varies on like
I
the
suspect
complexity of
Salamander
the
had
fucking
something
thing,
to do
but
with his
Mhm.
disappearance.
like
You choose your friends
most
poorly.
shit that people eat isn't very
That was
complex.
my scheme to Salamandra, and
I used to
We
be able
eat
to
food that was meant to.
him.
Most of the fucking shit that we eat
Keep your friends close.
when we were kids, like cheap shit like hamburger help was meant as like
Kelstein.
basically war rations if the bombs went off. That
Well,
we
a
could
lot
make
of
something
people,
edible.
a lot of people I know that say they can't cook don't try. Like my my boss
Mhm.
says he's not great at cooking. He doesn't say he can't cook, but he mostly just orders food. He orders food delivered or he buys it at a store. Like he'll always eat at restaurants.
Yeah.
And it's like I can't afford to do that, and two, it's like if you just tried, you probably could do it.
In that case, let's call it a misunderstanding.
There's nothing stopping me from making tacos. It's just that
Besides
I
human
just don't want to make a taco.
Now, if you shove
What do you think people that make tacos are?
No, I just like
Not
the
human.
idea. I like the idea of just going. Nothing is stopping me from making this taco except for basic human decency.
But you
Oh.
allow me
The idea of like
Now
attaching.
you're being
such-
the big racist in
the idea of attaching such hefty morals to food is hilarious to
glad
me.
to hear about it.
Like how people get like
I
flying to
mean,
rate.
that was
like,
like that for the whole fucking dumbass
pizza?
pineapple on pizza discussion.
Yes.
Yeah. Or people called you a fucking troglodyte if you ate pineapple on pizza, and vice versa.
When you look up Brazilian pizza and want to kill yourself.
Mm.
Or kill Brazilian.
pizza. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
they make
'cause-
their
Because
pizzas.
they put everything on pizza, like boiled eggs.
They put everything on a pizza, and they don't particularly make it very it's not very sanitizer friendly. I guess the best way to describe it.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't trust anything from that. Like I'm pretty lax on like where food is made. As long as it's not fucking rats in the kitchen, I'm pretty lax on that shit.
Yeah, yeah. and It's fine if there's rats
Uh,
in the kitchen as long as you
but
have a gun to take care of them quickly.
I would not trust any other fucking Brazilian pizza from that pizzeria. Hell no.
Yeah. I mean, eventually you just build up the gut biome from eating there long enough.
Mm. Speaking of which, I will be right back. I'm
Speaking of gut biome,
I was talking to Travis earlier about putting like half of a Ben and Jerry's in the refrigerator to soften it, because eating it from a good freezer is like chipping.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I got you.
Yeah.
I'll
Raymond,
be
where
right
the
back and
fuck
get
are
that.
you? Oh, there you are.
I'm all ears, White Wolf.
I was gonna say, I'm all ears, white boy.
So, I got to the prisoner.
He spill anything?
Didn't have time. Ramsmeat's men attacked.
You sure? Strange. Ramsmeat wants salamander.
Have you gone into the graveyard yet?
Something I don't know
No,
about,
not
as I
yet.
heard.
Javed might have scared him, or paid him off.
Something to check. Did you get anything out of the prisoner?
One word. Kalkstein.
Makes sense. Kalkstein's known to be a talented alchemist. He could be helping Jarved with his experiments.
I've met Kalkstein. He didn't look the criminal.
That might be true, but we need to check all our leads. Let's get to work. I'll ask around town, talk to my contacts. You keep an eye on Kalkstein. Gain his trust. Get to know his plans and secrets.
How do you want to proceed?
Patience. This is just like fishing.
Prefer hunting.
Then
The-
gain
Oh,
Kalkstein's
that's-
trust.
What?
Do him a
Small,
favor.
small
Learn
turtle
something
house.
that interests him. You could get him to
Bonafide,
hire you.
modified.
And talk to Ramsmeat, but don't overdo it. There's one with a short.
So what's up with you?
Looking at Crimson Skies right now. Not in real life, but the game. Adding it to my backlog because I just plan on basically going through the
That'd be very
backlog.
concerning if you saw Crimson Sides outside.
Guard.
Well,
That
Yeah.
means something's burning.
well, that would mean it's summer and the sun's going down.
Sure, he didn't pull the wool over
Oh,
your eyes?
I associate Crimson Sides with the idea of like
It's not
Oblivion
something,
Gates?
a large
All right.
piece of area
Cross him off our list of
near you on
suspects.
fire.
For now.
Oh, that's cool.
He's
That's
hiding
rad.
something, that's clear.
Yeah.
But I'll look into that later.
Yeah, things being on fire. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
See you soon.
Fire's cool. I don't care what people say.
I should rest.
Fire ain't hurt nobody.
Wait, well, I'm not saying that.
The fuck? Okay. Oh, wait.
Shit.
Oh, I was wondering, like, oh yeah, that's 99, wasn't it? Oh yeah, the first season of The Simpsons, not Family Guy.
Hmm.
The good episodes.
It came out in
The
1999.
1999 ones.
What? That's when it started?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Didn't know that.
Yeah,
Okay.
Family
Yeah,
Guy
I thought
came
it
out
was-
in 99.
I thought it was much newer than that. It was like 3. I mean, that means I was like 3 years old. when
No,
that
it
started.
came back in like mid. It came back in the early mid 2000s. It was canceled.
Good
but it
lord.
Came back.
Yep.
Good lord, what is happening in there?
What brings you here?
Roy
What?
Borealis.
Crimson skies at this time of the year, at this part of the country, localized entirely within the sky.
Yes.
Yes.
Vivaldi,
see
you owe
it?
me a book.
Can I see it? Yes. That's my favorite video. It's like it's Steam Tam's Good End, and it's just Aurora Borealis. Can I see it? Yes.
What the hell?
just the two of them watching the Aurora Borealis while Come Sister Todd plays.
I already got the book for Vivaldi. Why are you telling me I need to get the book from Vivaldi? Why are you telling me I need to get the book from him again?
God damn, half and half is really good. Or half baked is not half and half, half and baked.
Mm-hmm.
Go visit Cocksleeve. Blah blah blah. Let's go see what Cocksleeve's up to.
Can you not? Can you not call him that?
What?
Cocksleeve.
Cocksleeve. Calling Cocksleeve
Cocksleeve?
Cocksleeve.
Lost in thought.
About the tower.
Yes? I have new
Doesn't
information
look
on
like
the
he'd be a
tower.
cockslave.
Me quickly. Before this tower, the mage erected two
Erected.
others.
Although he looks like he would want to be a
This one
cockslave.
served as his house.
Yeah.
Steamed hams, but Chalmers is
Never got an
obsessively
option.
investigative.
The mage lived there until he disappeared, most likely dead. He constructed clay golems that served him, but hardly seemed a major achievement. That would agree with the legends of the
Good lord, what is happening in there?
Cornerstones involving the elements and threads of fate from which all this was born. Sephiroth. So the old
Sephiroth.
scrolls are true. One book contained hints of
Sephiroth.
Sephiroth's whereabouts.
Sephiroth.
We must find all 10
Ooh,
Sephiroths.
wee,
I
wee,
own one of
wee,
them.
wee,
Chama,
Sephiroth.
Stone of Wisdom. I suppose
Wee,
I'm to
ho,
find
ho,
the others.
hey, hoo, hee.
Yes. Near
I
the
can't
top
find that
of
fucking
the
video.
list
Damn it, I wanted to
stone
watch it.
obelisks. When you have all 10
The
Sephiroths,
Yes.
place
Can
them
I
Ham
see it?
one?
the obelisks.
Yes, it's just the two of them watching the Aurora Borealis. I like that one a lot.
Publish the theory of those stuffy professors in Oxenford.
Is it Steam Ham, but Skinner says yes to everything?
Goldstein, don't get worked up until I find the
What'd you say?
stones, which won't be easy.
Isn't it like
The
Steam Ham
information
with
in
Sinner
these books is murky
says
at
yes to
best.
everything?
Yeah, yes. Yeah, that one's good too.
Books, I'll make
Um,
notes for you.
My favorite one is
You are?
fucking steamed hams, but Skinner schizophrenic. So he just opens the door and nobody's there.
See ya.
Then there's the one that I made up that Travis assumed was like made up by someone else, and now ever since he made that assumption, I'm not really proud of it.
What was it?
Skinner and his rampant masturbation. The superintendent's going to need evacuation.
Yeah, they won't show that. I don't think someone could make
It's just the version where
quality
just-
Steam Ham parody about Skinner like violently masturbating in his kitchen.
and Superintendent Chalmers can't get out.
Good lord, what is happening in there?
Oh man. I never thought that was funny until Travis laughed at it. Oh man.
Jesus.
Oh god, what are you guys
Lord,
doing?
what is
Leave him
happening
alone.
there?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, they're both downloading. That's why my PS4 and my internet's acting like a fucking shit right now. If that's the case, I'll probably pause Cold Vein. Make it easier on
Oh shit.
Thanks,
Are you okay, Raymond?
Nio.
life. The bastard snuck in
Nayo, dreaming.
Who? What happened?
Nayo!
Dreaming.
here. Step away
Give it
from
up.
solving the mystery. One small step.
That's most of what I know about One Piece.
Dreaming.
Safe now.
Not likely.
Give it
they're
up.
One
fucking
Piece.
nice. I gotta find a way to lose them.
That's all I know.
Don't
That's
give
all
them
I know
false
about
and
one.
false
That's most of what I knew
trade.
about
No
One Piece for the
questioning
longest time.
yourself,
Who?
dreaming. Don't give it up, Nami. Dreaming.
Without her buddy.
Why?
Without his
Why a
buddy.
rap?
Yeah, I know. Like my favorite one is like the parodies. Come on, like the Evangelion one's still my favorite. It's like without his good friend Asuka, we all would be lost. Her people are responsible for the holographic map.
That's kind of like the Assumption song from Oni.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, that one.
But yeah,
Some
like
South Park.
why? What? No, I'm
Raymond,
talking about like 4 kids. Like
You said you were gonna
obsession
leave.
with like doing that shit.
Because hip hop is hip.
But it wasn't hip hop. That's the thing.
No, it was shit hop, but I mean, we all thought it. That people thought it was cool at the time.
It's like hip hop. It's like the hip hop of that fucking. Again,
well, it's like how many? It's like how many times?
I think I might do a gamer moment just. But it's like the
Choose X as
fucking
soon as you can.
preacher saying Jesus Christ is man word.
Yeah.
Because Jesus Christ is.
That video is hilarious. I love that.
It is, and it's hilarious, but it also wasn't very. It clearly didn't get the people that it wanted to get.
You didn't think this out very well. Well, because it's not trying to appeal to the urban youth. It's trying to appeal to the youth that wants to be urban. You know?
Yeah, no, it's trying probably trying to appeal to the people in the neighborhood or something like that.
So Raymond said he was gonna go disappear, walked away and started to walk away to leave his house, and
Then he
then
disappeared.
turned around and sat back down on his table. I leave his house and a child comes up to me and says, "Hey, Raymond has a message for you. Go see him." Like,
He flash stepped.
okay. What the fuck, game?
Act 2 is infamous for a reason. I'm watching you carefully, and like I'm waiting for the signs of a sequence break. Like my sequence broke the fuck out of mine, so I had to like intentionally fail the quest to progress.
Here I am, doing everything I can, holding on to what I am, pretending I'm a super
Man. Trying to keep
These are the bare
beat beat
a dick in
beat.
my pants.
All right, 200 ore.
I do not really think. Oh yeah, that's tough. I can't follow that one up.
Not good.
Especially since
Seems
he
the whole world
was out of it.
coming,
He died last night.
falling apart around me.
Well, he wasn't in great shape, so I guess
The
it's
nights
no
are long.
surprise, but I have
I'm
Stroking
playing with
my
my
small-
dong.
Someone helped him along.
No, that's a good one.
Exactly. Shawnee's a good friend of yours, right?
I love this stupid potty humor. Can just make us fucking chuckle like idiots.
Wait a minute. Are you
Because
spying
we
on me?
have not grown up at all, apparently.
Yeah. Like this is not like fucking clever shit that
Yes?
at all.
No, not at all.
See you later.
That's what makes it funny,
Mm.
because of the lack of effort.
It's funny how not funny it is.
Yeah. Of course, Alex disappears as soon as I have a question for him.
About The Witcher.
I
You
was
might have
gonna-
just put it. You might have just been like. Might have been better if you just made like a guide or something like that. All of one.
I was gonna ask if there was a certain point I got to where I get locked out of certain, like, these jobs.
I'd assume.
Because if that's the case, I'll do them at some point. Probably not today.
Let's shake it up. What, do you want to stop already?
No, well, we have 40 minutes. Or 50 minutes. It's almost 12.
Yeah, but
So, the rest of today's stream is probably going to be filled with... And besides, I think a mysterious tower is part of the main... So I'm going to have to go to the swamp anyway at some point. But I want to
Yeah,
get all the
that's
quests
swamp.
done within a town that I can before moving on to the
By
swamp.
the way, if you're worried about it sprawling out any wider than those 3 areas, not until the next act.
Well, I know, I was wondering if there was a point where I got to where I could accidentally fuck up and not be able to do those other quests.
Yes,
I seek the
that's what I did
Sephiroth
for my
stones.
playthrough.
I haven't yet located them all.
Just be careful about who you
But
accuse.
might
Is the
know
main
such
thing.
art and
Yeah.
qualities.
Because you will lock yourself. Some people will just say, "Oh, I'm not talking to this asshole anymore," and then that's that.
Yeah.
How dare you accuse me?
I accidentally did that
Like,
to
may or
Vivaldi.
may not have done.
Then would you sell it to
Oh,
me?
Vivaldi, yeah. I did it to everybody.
Yeah.
I'm rather fond of it.
I'll give you a good price.
500 orens?
I didn't think it was worth so much,
Man, grinding is
but all right.
I wear Tipperary
not grinding.
We can deal right now.
The skating one. Broken
Yes.
Tony Hawk.
Fine, yeah, here's your
Yeah.
horns.
Well, it's like the perfect combo filler.
I sadly relinquish it.
No, there's like
My
in
reputation
in
will
like the
suffer,
first
as will my
remake of
business
the game.
if
There's
I did
areas
not
where you
do
can just
This
rack up
affair
like 10,000
is
points.
Oh shit, I have that to
Grinding
look
back
forward
and
to.
point.
I just realized I have that.
And
to look-
if you
I
don't
have that to look
fuck up,
forward
you
to.
just keep them.
I just realized. Thank you for
What'd you
reminding me.
say?
I have that to look forward to as far as game releases come.
Speak.
Like when that comes out on Steam, I'll be able to play it. That'll be fun.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot
If
that's
you
not
don't
on Steam.
work with
Nope.
Salamandra, who are you?
I would own
And
it.
it's
if
not
it-
cracked yet, so.
Allow
Nope.
me to show gratitude with a gift.
Quit bluffing, Declan.
But yeah,
This
you can
symbol signifies my
grinding
secret
fucking
society.
breaks that game.
We seek to destroy
Or
Salamandra.
break some of the challenges in the game, make them
Useful.
real.
The
Well,
Salamandra
yeah.
Know where to grind and how.
This is the
Yeah,
problem.
definitely.
Let me tell you, some larger schemes at play in Redania. Few people know the secret. King Foltest, the Lodge of Sorceresses, and I watch the northern border.
How does this relate to
Like-
Salamandra?
As
Like,
I
like the
descend
entire
the
run
north,
Lasts
my man
more
Soren,
than time
he
because
too knows something's
like
brewing
the
and is making
the run doesn't
preparations.
end until the contract breaks or you stop skating.
Yeah, that's how it was with, even Thug did that, because, like, there were certain skate challenges where I'd just, like, run out the clock and keep my combo going and get, like, hundreds
Yeah.
of thousands of points, and
I
completely
vaguely remember you
everything.
bouncing. I remember you sitting in one spot just doing like tricks infinitely, and it's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you can break that like really easy.
especially
Fucking
when,
cat.
manuals like that are introduced, like, once they introduce, like, the ability to manual, and then you get the timing down perfectly.
Let me
Do
check and
those
make
My
sure.
favorite one in like the second one is the school in which there's a swimming pool and all you have to do is just jump off or start at a certain point of the swimming pool and just keep going on the
Mhm.
rail.
Yeah.
And you can rack up like easy a couple like 10,000 points.
Yep.
Cool.
Like it makes it trivial. It just makes it like, well, I need to get this absurdly high point thing right now, so I guess I'm just gonna be grinding and kicking off the wall
Yep.
for the next 2 minutes. Because it's just impressive just to kick off the wall.
It's just optimized. It's just optimized combo pretty much. You have no reason to
Yeah.
do anything else.
But that works in
That's
competitions
5 to
too. That's the
save?
problem.
Oh, cool.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, that's why I saw Travis using it.
Donnie. Donnie. Damn it, woman, where are
Don.
you?
Johnny,
Shanini.
Nini.
Shanae.
Shanene.
Yeah, you just get like a multiplier. Just kick off the wall.
Damn
Yep.
it.
Like you're not even like you just rack up the natural points you would get grinding, and you
they
just get
call it.
multipliers kicking off the wall.
How can I help?
Yeah, Melatelli is what they call her in the games. In the books, in the book, at least how Peter Kenny pronounces it is Melitele.
Fertility and healing.
Yeah,
Why does the statue?
I thought she was
Okay.
an old crone.
The goddess has 3
Books.
faces.
Yeah, she does
Like
seem a
imagine
lot
like
older
this
than
old
the-
lady
Yeah,
barely being able to stand up straight.
I pictured like an
like
old, like I
chastising
pictured like an
Daryl.
old, healthy, like kind of overweight older lady.
How can I
Like
help?
not the kind of like not like too overweight, but kind of like that healthy mom overweight, where you can tell they lived a very full life. You know.
Found a clue
Hmm.
I can't understand.
It is well you came.
I was like
The
honestly
goddess
thinking
is
of an old
infinitely wise.
hag.
The clue said.
Yeah, that
Like
was an
I
old-
would say like
Read it yourself.
3 faces.
that old lady that
That's
helped
Melitele.
Dio and Stardust.
Yeah,
None.
like in
Three
Yava.
faces.
Yeah,
Sacrifice.
Only nature's harvest, fruit, plants, flowers. Melitele dislikes killing done in her name. Our
Killing
Mother,
in the
who
name
art
of.
in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Killing your name off?
Killing in the name of.
That Lord's
yeah.
Prayer I just heard? Someone just reciting the Lord's Prayer?
Sounded like, fucking the Hail Mary.
Hail Mary, full of grace.
The Lord
Fuck
is
me, I'll
with
come on
thee.
your face. Oh.
Hail Mary, full of grace, just come on my face?
Fuck is wrong with you, Alec?
I'm a blasphemous little shit.
Yeah.
But no, our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
That's
Like,
the
thy
Lord's
kingdom.
Prayer.
Yeah, right, that's what I thought I heard someone was saying in the background.
That's the Lord's vessel.
Yeah. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. I love it
Kalima,
when-
Kalima.
I love it when Wooly talks about the Lord. I love it when he gets into those religious stories because I don't relate to much anything more than that. Like that's the best.
Away from me, you old fuck. Johnny, you're in your
You old
fucking
bastard.
house.
Get out of here, you old craggy bastard.
The old poly-adempted abortion.
You old fucking pedophile.
You old bitch. You seen your daughter anyway?
Why does that pronunciation of the word make me laugh so hard?
Because you know it's not supposed to sound like that.
Zach is.
Zach, he's a Lego man.
That's right. It's death on sight. It don't matter who's wrong or right.
Zach, Lego maniac. He, what was that? God, this
Jack,
recording of that.
he's a Lego maniac. That one.
Yeah, and then it's like, the video ends like he and it like cuts off to a commercial about like life insurance.
Oh man. I bit a hefty chunk out of my cheek earlier today. Wasn't happy about it. Also, did MechWarrior 5 come out? Because there's playtime for it on.
Maybe a beta.
Well, there's full playtime for it on How Long
Oh.
to Beat. So, let me see the release date.
You're the Mech Warrior guy. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that came out. Apparently, that came out in this 2019. What? How? Huh?
Hooker.
Oh my God! It's got 3
That's
out of.
bullshit.
What's the Metacritic for it? $74 for the Metascore. 5. God damn! Negative reviews. Holy shit! Did it get review bombed?
Maybe.
Not impressed.
just sucks.
Not made for serious MechWarrior fans. Not happy about
Oh,
it.
did they
Yeah, basically
dumb it
this-
down?
Basically,
Johnny.
I don't know who made it. I think it's like Piranha. Let me see who made. Let's see who
Yeah,
developed it.
we need to
Yeah,
talk.
Piranha Games has gotten the exclusive rights for
Something
MechWarrior
dark
over the years, and
possible.
they haven't been doing it good.
Explain yourself.
I wanted to question a prisoner, one of your patients, but thugs interrupted us. It was their bodies the guard discovered later.
God
I'll
damn
tell
it.
you what I overheard.
Not a
Prisoner
real
transported
nice way to
to
end this
safe
combo.
location.
Look, Shani,
So mostly just ends with me like
Just watching out for you.
Eating shit.
going head first into the wall.
I need you
Yeah.
to help me with an autopsy.
What? That's illegal.
Because I'm
It's not-
abusing that grinding
Visit
trick.
me at night.
Get like a gold in
We'll
this
talk.
competition.
See ya.
Shawnee's great. Like in terms of just like a female character in The Witcher.
Hey, come here.
It's interesting seeing someone who's just so down to earth compared to all the other waifu options in this game.
Yeah.
Wow, he's so good at grinding. That's all he's doing.
Oh,
I'm,
shit,
uh,
there's Shawnee and her ugly ass nighty again.
I'm waiting for
Hey,
my
Shawnee.
I'm waiting for my waiting for my pizza to cool enough to where I can actually bite it without it turning into slop.
Oh, that came already?
Yeah, it's here. They hurried. They had to. They're closed. They closed 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I likely ruined somebody's night.
Well, fuck 'em. Probably spit in your pizza, so it's cool.
Well, I gave him fucking $10 as a tip, so I mean, no, sorry, not $10, $5 as a tip. So I'm sure they're pretty
How much
happy
was the
with me right
pizza?
now. Well, the pizza was like 20.
Yeah, that's like. It's like.
No, I can actually just check right now. It was sorry, no, the pizza was $35. So
Yes.
I got
Oh,
$5. I got
stank ass
$5. I got $5 off
I
because
want
of
to ask you
honey,
something.
and then I gave a $5
I need
tip
your
to make
help
up
with
for
an
it.
autopsy.
An autopsy? Since when do you deal with stuff like that?
So it's 20 something.
Salamandra.
Wait, that pizza would have been $40?
Coroner.
$35.
Shit was on it?
$35. Yeah, because I loaded it down with shit.
Until then, gather as many clues
And
as
it's also
possible.
Pizza Hut.
I'll
Pizza Hut's
sniff around.
They
Been
overcharge. I
doing-
would have only paid. I would have only.
Evening.
I would have only
Chewing.
paid.
they have
Yeah,
two.
that's why I'm moving
Find
away from that.
information to help
I
with
would have only
autopsy.
paid about
That's
$14
but
if I
also
would have
look
been
for
able to get
books
it from
on anatomy and
Vitalis, but because
pathology.
they're
Very well.
what's the word, impaired, they're not able to get the pizza out here at Otsego. So
I read a book about. Pretty sure I read a book about it. Game. Glossary. Pretty sure I read a book on that. Oh well.
book on what?
Autopsies.
Huh? Are you trying to perform an autopsy?
That's the goal.
I tr-
I mean, I don't think Daryl has the expertise, even if he read a book.
Yeah, he has actually do a lot of shit in this universe
Not-
that you wouldn't think he would have.
Yeah. But an autopsy is something else, man.
Well, I mean, a book would tell you all you need to know. I mean, you can learn to do heart surgery from fucking YouTube.
I wouldn't
I-
recommend doing heart surgery
I was
from
gonna
doing
say,
YouTube.
yeah.
But you can learn how to do it.
I don't know. I'd have to ask a heart surgeon about that. Of course, they would say, no, you can't, just to validate their college they wasted when they could have just learned it from YouTube.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be like, I know how to make a splint, but I'd much rather go to a doctor.
Yeah, I'm
Need
sure.
one
Yeah, I'm sure they'll do a better job.
than my fucking broke ass.
Yeah, see?
I remember like one
Oh,
of my professors
Application of
in
medical knowledge. It already. Okay.
one of my professors in
That okay.
the Allegan like branch
Mhm.
of LMC, like the weird crazy hippie that screens at people.
Go on.
Talking about how he once broke his bone in his well, he broke his fucking arm. I forget which bone he broke in his arm. He just found a piece of wood because he didn't have insurance, so he just found a fucking wood in his backyard and just kind of taped it to his arm.
Brilliant.
Now, was that story told with a victorious manner, or was it like, I had to do what I had to do, you know?
It was told in a manner.
Where he's like, oh, yeah, I did it, and I need no one else's help. Or was it like, I did it, and it was done?
I did it and it was done.
There you go. That's the right tone to have.
He was a interesting character.
Yeah,
Married one of his students.
that's hot.
Glad you said students and not one of his children.
Travis,
I don't think it was that.
What?
why not both?
Jesus, that's dark.
Yeah.
I know, like,
Woe is me.
I know teachers in like my own school has like students that teaching
My husband.
Mhm.
in my old school,
What do I do?
my old high school.
Haunts you in your bedchamber?
My late husband.
Was that always weird that you didn't have like students
Tell me more.
or
Maybe I can help.
you had like teachers with kids like when your age and they didn't go to your school?
Right. Yeah, that was strange. But I can see why they do that, like specifically sending them to a different school so they don't have to deal with them.
Or maybe that school just sucks. I could see that being the
Yeah,
case
it's like,
for
oh,
Allegan
our school
schooling.
just suck, man. Is that why you?
Yeah,
Yes,
you
they
send
do,
your-
but that's beside the point.
you teach at a public school so you can send your kid to a private school.
Cost you
Yeah.
200
That's a bit fucked up, don't you think?
Yeah,
If
you're
I
a
was
guidance counselor.
like, if I was a teacher in that situation, I would not have my kids go through Allegan schools.
Not Allegan Schools. I like. Funny is I hate Allegan Schools, but I love the rest of Allegan as a town.
Yeah.
It's a fucking great
Where
town.
will I find you when I'm done?
That was the
Like,
guidance
Elegant
counselor's kid, too.
schools
It's
are
like,
to blame for
oh.
the way I am today.
Are you daft?
No, I mean,
My
A
husband
perverted
flies
bastard?
around ruining my
Yes.
reputation. I
Yes.
must be seeing
Yes.
something of
Yes.
a killer.
Yes. What am I doing for you, lady? Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, you old rotten fucking bastard.
24.5.
You're old disgusting smelling bastard.
20.5. Alex is just doing math in his head while you guys are talking about bastards or whatever.
Gravedigger, what is going on here? Should I leave? I think I need to leave.
Hold on.
I don't, you know
Oh, talk
what?
to him. Talk to him. Talk
No,
to him.
I'm good. I'm gonna go
It's
find
important for the
something else
quest.
to do.
No, I mean it's important for the quest though.
I know.
I know, but I don't want to.
I'm gonna ignore that tiny child that is next here.
I don't want to face the dark truth.
Huh?
I don't want to. I don't want to
So
look into
is
the darkness
Saturn-
within me.
Is Saturn
I don't want to
animation
embrace the
good?
darkness.
Yes.
Sometimes I inform
Yes.
Raymond
That's
About as
within
good
me.
as the PS1s.
Cool. So good. Yeah.
Maybe you can tell me.
Embrace
too.
the darkness.
I promise to keep quiet.
I see.
We'll
What
pull
do you
some
mean?
money.
Just like the little girl, huh?
Will
Little
me
girl
not
embracing
letting
darkness
out
inside
what
of her?
you've been doing with this child?
He says, I promise to stay quiet.
Yeah.
A prisoner died recently.
Is he a legitimate pedophile?
I don't know, man. I don't remember this character.
I don't know. I think it's just a coincidence that this child is here. A
Particular.
funny as hell coincidence, but
Come back when you know what
dark
you want. Examining
time.
remains is an art. Always worthwhile to look
The
deeper.
kid's embracing the darkness.
I also like his genuine passion for preserving corpses.
hand over the
Could you
prisoner's
hand over
body.
the
Like the
prisoner's
corpse
body
was his little
for
girl.
autopsy?
A bottle of dwarven
What
whiskey.
He
corpse?
thought she was
Man,
living. She
damn it.
wasn't.
She's
have any-
so well preserved.
I have any dwarven liquor?
Well, I mean, I'm sure half the prostitutes here are dwarven liquors.
Ew.
Ugh.
Ew.
Oh,
Fuck
that's
you
a bad.
guys.
That's a bad. You deserve
That's fucking
all the
vile.
worst things in the world
Oh,
to
that,
have
was,
people.
that was witty. Eat a dick.
Kidding?
I'm
Now
back
that's
with your
comedy.
dwarven- I'm going to the cemetery. Yeah. Alright, I'll be back with
Whoa.
your fucking
Now that's
dwarven liquor,
comedy.
you dwarven liquor.
Oh, man.
High order, footman. High knight of the order.
The eternal.
And moving. Move. Sir. Sir.
Sarah, this is a daddy.
I'd like to speak
Sargon
with
of-
your manager, sir.
Sargon of Denny's.
Sargon. No, it's Sargon's Applebee's.
Sargon, yeah, Sargon of Applebee's. Oh, Lord.
I was
No
gonna
one's
ask
gonna get
Carmen
that.
if she has any dwarven liquor, but I don't want
I
to.
actually watched like
Think of it.
stuff. He's gotten a lot better. He's gotten off of his own ass. Oh, that's nice. That fucking
Are they
whatever
going-
the fuck happened to him in that whole
Ah, just
thing.
ego. It was just ego. He gets
That's
to
the
the best of
waitress.
us.
Waitress. There you are. Are you a dwarven liquor?
like that fucking yeah. The
Can't just go
Parliament
around-
thing
You
definitely
can't just go
fucking.
around asking people that, Travis.
How do I know which one is dwarven liquor? Do I have to like go talk to a dwarf?
Are you a dwarf? Where's
Should
your
be a
liquor?
dwarf's greatest contribution.
Dude, just go into the elder sector or the elder whatever
some.
and just okay.
But it had
Give
dwarven
me
in
your
its
liquor.
name, so
Okay. Question answered. Right.
I'm just playing this like Aaron, looking for the specific words that I need.
Good lord, Travis. To be honest,
Good
to be
lord.
honest, you can't exactly immerse yourself on stream without like interrupting everything, you know, and reading it out loud.
Well,
Yeah.
two shit talkers in the background.
Yeah. It's the most like sounds like the most disinterested audio commentary, even though I'm like watching intently.
I'm playing Tony
Well,
Hawk.
I'm having fun. I'm invested.
Oh yeah.
Again, I can easily like. That's what I usually do.
I can
I'm
easily
usu-
drown you all out.
No, I'm usually watching YouTube while being invested in other things. Like, you guys talking doesn't really take away from my enjoyment or investment.
No,
in
it's like
the
it's like
game.
we're your YouTube. We're like your YouTube video right now,
Yeah.
pretty much. Man, I really want to play
Um,
Vagrant Story one of these days.
Good
Vagrant
luck.
Story.
Yeah.
What? Do you have experience with Vagrant Story?
Yeah. Do you?
I do, yeah. I attempted to play it and it was a pain in the ass. I need to go back and try it again.
Yeah.
Because maybe that was just me.
I can't.
I have
Okay.
it.
You know what's mind blowing to me? We have that moment every time where we go, "It was bad," and the other person goes, "Is it?" And I go, "I don't know. I was young when I played it, right?"
At the hospital.
What blows me away is
Oh,
that
yeah.
Pat played Halo 3 once and held the opinion that Halo was bad for like 10 years. Like that
Yeah,
is
he did.
that is fucking mind blowing to me.
You
That's
seem to
kind
know
of
a
the
lot
big-
about the deaths in the city.
Big
Ever help
dumb.
with investigations.
On
Fine.
occasion, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
The idea that you can just
I don't
hold that
wanna
opinion
say
for
that.
so
That's
long
not
into being
true. I want to say it because it's highlighted and has some probably more, but I don't want to say it because it's not true. I do trust Raymond.
Do you? Okay.
Pat being the big dumb.
I don't trust him.
Not true. Sometimes it is.
Yeah, that's what I
Oh,
thought was gonna be said.
Struggle with this case. I should help. Will you let me inside
Oh,
the
okay.
cemetery?
Oh, I guess I should have.
How can I
That
change
way.
your mind?
I'd need Captain Mice's permission.
No other way to sway you?
Actually, I have a terrible debt with Toller. Clear those
Ah,
debts. The
you have
cemetery
Toller. You can go to
is
Toller
yours.
or the captain. How is Toller feeling about you right now? You two
Always
on good
fine.
terms?
Me and Toller on good. Like everyone I've talked to
So,
were on good graces.
This is where the quest ended for me.
Oh,
I pissed
really?
off both Toller and the captain. Yep.
Oh. One of them one of them I'm probably gonna have to pay, so let's go see what the captain has to say. Is there no quest for this, or... Okay, let's just go to,
I'm gonna mute while I eat.
Okay. Find Castle, Shawnee's house. Vincent's the captain, right, Alex?
Beautiful eating.
Yes.
Eating.
Okay. Well, just because
He's
he muted,
captain.
just because he muted himself doesn't mean he can't like do push to talk and answer.
Talk, you worm.
Yeah. You hoe.
Oh, that's how you do it. That's how you get this fucking escape. Fucking point. Damn you, Tony Hawk.
I cannot believe we have spent 6 hours in this goddamn town.
I can.
Nothing.
Yeah.
I
We
spent
have
an
been
entire
doing-
month in this fucking town.
We have not been not doing anything, Angelo. We have been accomplishing. Made more progress than I did on my last playthrough. Because usually when I get the
Well,
option,
we killed a bunch of people in your last playthrough.
There are
usually I
mean,
end up going to the swamp way earlier and just fiddling around there for like 10 plus hours and getting bored.
I believe there are 8 intersecting quest lines going on right now.
What is it?
Yes,
Witcher?
essentially.
All of which have objectives that cancel out of other objectives inside of other quests, which activate other objectives in other quests. It's
Saved
insane.
Oh, that
my
sounds like a
assness.
living hell.
It can be. It's a feast or famine thing. If you're making the wrong choices, the game will basically punish you into a state of unplayability. If you're making all the right decisions, you can be done with this in less than an hour.
Gang warfare.
Sorry, not less than an hour, less than a day.
Yeah.
And black tongues mean poison.
The game?
This area, basically, I hit a point where I locked off the main quest objective and did all the side objectives before realizing I had locked myself off by pissing a bunch of people off. Because I just accused everyone like a dumbass. You have to think about it.
You're not really good at this.
No, it was my first
Keep
time playing
accusing
it.
people.
I did
Yeah.
that too. There was a couple people like Vivaldi is where I learned my lesson because I ended up needing him later for a quest and I just couldn't complete it because
No, Geralt's a person. Like his whole
No.
like
Can you get me a pass?
thought
into the
process is
cemetery?
well,
No trouble.
someone's got to be the
Maybe you
victim,
can
so
clean it up
therefore
later.
everyone is
I'll see.
can
Yeah.
potentially be.
Where I am right
cool.
now in the
Thanks,
story, both major factions are pissed at me and at each other. And every single character is like Dandelion's like, Geralt, why are you such a fuck up at where I am in the game right now?
I don't know, Dan.
Alright, let's head back to the graveyard.
First off, you of all people. Second off, I don't know, Dandelion.
I think I've been doing a good job at keeping everyone happy and not completely pissed with me because Vincent just like outright gave me that pass with no
That's
trouble.
why. So typically at that moment, it's like, did you piss off Vincent or did you piss off Taylor?
Well, both of them would have, at least for this playthrough, both of them would have potentially given me what I wanted. But
and you
with
can also
Taller-
go. And you can still go talk to Taller and help that Gravekeeper out with his debt in order to endear yourself more to the Gravekeeper and into Taller. And Taller is a character that continues to exist in later chapters.
I should probably go do that. I wasn't going to because I don't have the money for it right now, but I'll probably make it all back. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Where was Taller's place? Oh, right.
Yeah, he's
there.
right now he's acting as the fence.
Yep.
So Taller is amazing. I fucking love that character.
So far, I like most characters in this game.
They're either really endearing and like deep, or they're they're so repugnant that it's entertaining.
Yeah.
And they did a
God
lot.
damn it.
They did a lot with the game with such. I think this game has like the worst same face syndrome I've seen in any game ever.
Yeah.
Like so many reused character models.
Taller.
So what'll it be? We do it.
Can you get me inside the cemetery?
Here you go, kitty.
Do anything.
Have a piece of chicken.
How can I convince you?
This damn
Where
investigation
the fuck is this E?
tiring. Prove me innocent.
Okay.
Oh.
Can you
There
get
it is.
inside the cemetery?
I'll find you later.
Is that what you just asked him?
Yeah, I have to clear his name in the investigation. I thought I did.
Hmm.
No, I thought I.
No, so it looks like
didn't call
you,
you
it looks like you pissed
horrible
him off.
murder. I guess it didn't.
Oh well.
Maybe not. Let's see.
Do business.
Did you
How did you
dogs
let me?
park beside?
That's
Believable.
believable.
You have contacts among the city guards. Could be valuable to
There
us.
we go.
Damn dangerous times. I need protection from Salamandra. That's why I deal with the guards.
So you say.
I pay Vincent's half-wits a few coins and they see to my personal safety. I'm done now. See ya.
Alright, I believe you.
Believable, I guess. Innocent until proven guilty, I guess. So let's assume it's not you for now.
I'd say so. Goddamn Dijkstra, a spy. Dog's balls. What a clever.
I ran into this problem big time because when I played Wolf Among Us, I had the attitude of like, I'm gonna find out who it is no matter what. But in Wolf Among Us, like at about the second episode, everybody fucking hated me, so I had to really cool it and chill it out.
Yeah.
Start picking
Yeah.
knife.
Well,
Start-
in most detective stories, detective accusing everyone he fucking sees.
Right. I wasn't accusing people. I was just being an asshole.
That's
Take care.
both the bastard.
Like I didn't pick that Glassum option by accident. I beat the shit out of that guy because I didn't like him.
Deals with everyone. And that makes
Okay,
him untouchable.
maybe you're just a fucking asshole then.
Yeah, I was an asshole detective, and then I finished episode 1, and I'm like, well, I guess I got to start being the good cop now, because typically, yeah.
I can booze you up and
So I played good cop until I beat the game, and then I'm like, oh, I'm the hero, yay.
What is your limit, good sir?
What is your major malfunction?
What is your major
Man.
malfunction, maggot?
If I ever made a robot general character, his name would be Major Malfunction.
I'm sure there's a robot
That is. I'm gonna make a guess here. That is a Fallout character.
Oh, maybe. No, I don't think.
We haven't run
That'd be
across
cool.
it yet, but that sounds like a Fallout character.
Just drink until I pass out. Fuck it. Till one of us passes.
But I was thinking of what is your major malfunction?
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
One move.
Can't stop. Take shots.
Oh
till
god,
passing
Thaler
out,
just
girl.
fell
Get-
into his fucking cabinet.
Girl, get down. You can have more.
Thaler, did you kick me out of your house?
You can shake your hips around. I'm a man sword. I'm gonna have to rock this house. I'm your landlord.
What the fuck are you singing?
I don't know. I was singing a bunch of Hollywood Undead in the car the other day because I was lost. I got lost between Allegan and South Haven because my fucking phone died and I had no GPS. So I just
well,
sang music loudly to
whatever.
de-stress myself.
It doesn't matter. I got the pass to the cemetery anyway. Fuck it. probably set it to Ghost. So I can go clean the streets of crime. Cleaning up the
that,
cemetery of crime. One ghost at a time.
I'm just gonna kill all these ghosts. Make sure they're dead.
That would be sublime.
Gonna go have
Now my
myself
ghost
a
is
good
real, I'm
time.
gonna kill him.
Well, I mean, it's logical to think that if ghosts really are real, they all have to die.
Alex,
Yes, they
if
deserve
you
to die,
think,
and I hope they burn
if
in
you
hell.
think androids and robots deserve to have rights if they have sentience, ghosts can too.
He has a point.
That is true. Bugstone, though.
Fuck bugs.
Very glad to be fine with ghosts being a thing.
It would be really reassuring, actually.
I need.
Because that means I get a second chance if I fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you need?
But then you have to like
Steal a soul for a second chance.
Then we have to establish what kind of
But you'll
ghost.
never become a man.
Yeah, you'll still stay as a ghost for a while.
Like, what kind of ghost are we talking about? Like the spooky ooh kind of ghost, or like ones
The
from?
ooh.
I like the ghosts that are in.
I want to haunt your and eat your soul. Oh, ooh.
I like the ghosts that are in Murder House. That's the kind of ghost I would want to be. In
Murder House ghost.
In American Horror Story Murder House, the ghosts in that first season, they get trapped to where they die, so they can't leave. Also, hi Yash. But they can do.
Oh, hey, Yash.
They can do whatever like a human could do, but they don't need to eat. But they can also do like stuff on the internet. They can do like all kinds of things. They can
they
basically
order
live as
things?
a human. And
Yeah, it is like a
also,
human, but you're a ghost.
and also, another cool feature of those ghosts is you can go invisible completely so no one can see you.
Mm-hmm.
I think other ghosts can, but like no one else.
I would want to be Danny Phantom.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be Danny Phantom.
But yeah, I think the Murder House ghosts are that would probably be my ideal type of
ghost.
Afterlife, is just being able to do normal human things, but
Honestly, I'm banking it all on reincarnation at this point.
Yeah, reincarnation's a pretty good deal. Like, especially if it's a reincarnation into this timeline. So
unless
like,
but then you
start
risk
over as a
getting
baby.
reincarnated as like a caterpillar.
But what if? No, I mean like as yourself. Like, what if everyone just New Game Plus is when they die, and we're all starting on the same timeline?
Well, I
so
wasn't like gonna say that. I was like thinking, care if I person. It's just the idea of like existence being a thing outside of.
I've become a bit of a fan of quantum suicide.
Oh,
Specifically, it's the idea that when you die, instead of going into any afterlife or reincarnating,
Yeah,
your consciousness simply transfers into the closest thing to you, which would be you from an alternate timeline. So basically, you ever have a moment where I've had a moment where my life flashed before my eyes. Theoretically, I died in the timeline I was in, and that was my consciousness transferring. Oh, huh. But yeah,
That's a cool concept.
yeah.
I was
So
actually listening to like a video talking the idea of because of like the uncertainty of this form, lend more credence to the idea that there is like such thing as a soul or an because our knowledge of what created the universe wouldn't make sense with our own logic, and the idea of like something like that existing before our knowledge of it. Jesus, it's an interesting.
I'm listening to what you're saying.
It's
But
an
like,
interesting idea of talking.
yeah, that
Interesting.
seems. Yeah, that seems to be running off the idea, though, that you're taking the unknown and replacing it with something when in reality the unknown is quite simply the unknown. We don't know yet.
No, like the idea of our idea of like the Earth existing, you know, or like
Yes.
life existing, or like the planet, the universe being formed. You know very little about the universe. It revolves around the idea of. Did I get the high score? No, I got a high combo.
Nice.
It revolves around the.
I wish you stopped cutting out.
Yeah, you
Hey, Roll.
cut out. You're still there.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm still here. Hello.
Yeah.
Alright.
It revolves around the idea.
Yeah,
of...
it's just the idea of it's not the idea that like our souls matter or too much like that. It's just our own idea of like this cold and fine that wouldn't make sense. Because it's just asking from like the idea of the whole like theory of the Big Bang doesn't really make sense because it would imply that the molecule already existed.
It would involve
outside of the Big Bang.
Wait, it would imply that what?
That shit existed outside of the Big Bang.
It did.
Caused the Big Bang, just
because it's
spontaneously happening.
It's bang, and then crush. The way it works is that you have the Big Bang, where everything expands outwards from this explosion, and it continues to do so until eventually it loses its energy and then reverts and eventually pulls back to create the same singularity, which likely means a situation in which there has been countless existences preceding our own. However, it's just the energy pushing outwards and then reforming again.
Well, what was the energy of that? You're describing the process, but you're not describing the start of the process.
All we have going forward and back is infinite processes.
I know, but there needs to be a starting point for our own logic to make sense.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what that starting point would be. It's just it's so far back, it's basically imperceptible. If there is a starting point, however, then we don't know.
There would have to be a starting point. Like logic, our own logic would demand a starting point for it. That's the whole idea.
Well, that's the basic principle of like the transference of energy is one in which a starting point does not have to exist. Like nothing is created; it all simply transfers from place to place. So
there would need to be a starting point for that energy. That's the thing.
How come?
Because according to what we know as human beings, you can't create something from nothing.
You can't create something from nothing. It's impossible. So there would always have to be something there.
Exactly.
There would always have to be something there.
Yes.
So there would not have to, well, there's not necessarily a creation point then. It could even be cyclical for all we know. Like all the principles of in terms of how energy is created, is transferred. It could come from another place. It could come from another dimension, but there was no starting.
Then again, that would mention thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like the soul just being fucking mentioned.
That being said, none of that, even if let's say there was a starting point, none of that proves the existence of a soul, because a soul, as far as we can quantify it at this moment, is quite simply
as far as we can quantify it. It's like
right. What I'm saying is, but it can be quantified. It can be quantified as the electronic impulses going throughout your brain. It's simply programming
with the knowledge that we have.
Right, but there's nothing saying that knowledge is inaccurate. So you would have to disprove that knowledge, and quite simply, the way it seems to be is that we started as creatures with very simple parameters for existence, but then over time grew more complicated as more and more information was entered into the fleshy computers that are our brain.
Have you proof?
You didn't mention proof.
Shit.
Like we're not like it's the idea that we're something special, but in reality we're not.
Well, no, I'm not saying that we are special. I'm just saying like there's clearly something more like the current knowledge that we have to describe what we are.
Mm-hmm.
So long.
And like this. And it was the idea of that's an interesting way to view that. Or I always interesting for someone to interpret that idea of like the whole universe itself the whole universe existing itself would if that's the case would contradict what we are as or what our beliefs of what this universe is as it is now. And I thought that was interesting.
It's an interesting viewpoint, but how do I put it?
Because I don't necessarily believe even quantify what the hell we are or use human metrics to describe what we are.
Sure you can. I mean, you can break it down objectively. There's nothing special about what we are. If we ever
I'm not trying to say we're special.
Right, but but that's the implication, is that you keep
No, that's not the implication. I'm not implying that we're special. I'm just saying
the
idea of the information we have about ourselves, as much as it is, it's fairly limited in the grand scheme of things. and I'm talking on a cosmic scale. So to assume that the information we have can be quantified to even come up with a working hypothesis, it's just comforting more than it is actual fact.
Okay, got
right,
you.
as
Got
of
you. I got you. Yeah, that's what, my thing is like the argument of my belief is that everything that is human has already been broken down. Everything that is me, everything that is you, everything that could or couldn't be you, in terms of raw numbers and what that makes up chemically or electrically has been broken down. It's the simpler, subtle things we don't understand in terms of like psychology, philosophy, and those things. That's what everybody's fighting to understand. The meaning of life and the human condition, all that. Whereas the meaning of life, most objectively speaking, is to fucking survive and to pass on your genes. Like as base programming, that's what human beings all are, and that's why you can root a lot of psychology back to those base desires. Even the desire for love can be seen as a desire for can be even like to say love. Love can become synonymous with sex, or it can be synonymous with the upbringing that a mother has to show to her child after sex, therefore perpetuating human growth.
Yeah.
All these other complicated philosophies and psychologies are simply things we created for ourselves.
I wasn't trying to break down what a human is.
Fair
in
enough.
Conversation. I was just bringing up like the idea of the information that we have would be kind of hypocritical, not hypocritical, but kind of with our metrics of what we consider the universe is, our understanding of the universe is would kind of be flawed.
Motherfuckers.
Because the lack of information that we kind of breaks that model.
They killed Raymond.
Oh, those wait. Huh.
They killed Raymond. Fuckers.
You should read your quest text. It might have something interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, what I was going to say.
It's basically just like a long-winded way of saying that we know all the answers.
Yeah. Well,
and like the hypothesis.
The part I'm having
at the same
trouble
time,
with,
there are like the questions.
The part I'm having trouble with, Angelo, is the idea that the Big Bang Theory is like, let's say the idea is that we had to start somewhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
My answer to that would be why? Why do we have to start? Why does it have to start somewhere? Because
we exist.
It's comforting. It's comforting to believe that everything.
I'm not saying like we're fucking like a god made us.
Well, not us.
Like the idea
not us,
that we exist. Yes, we have to have a starting point, some weighing point.
However, the real question there is that
whether it's whether it's the creatures that we evolved into, the creatures that evolved into us, or whether it was a fucking big man in the sky is irrelevant.
Right. But my question isn't that. It's like I'm not even implying a big man in the sky. The argument is that my point of view is that everything is continuous or cyclical, meaning that there doesn't have to be a beginning. My reason as to why is name one single thing in existence that has a set beginning point from nothing. Like my argument is that it's all transference, it's all transformation. There is no set beginning point because nothing in life has a set beginning point. Even everything that is you originates with carbon, which originates from something else. So my point is what I'm saying is that there doesn't have to be a set point where everything began, because that set point where everything began exists in literally nothing.
If there was nothing, again, something existing in nothing means that thing is nothing anymore. It's something. That's my whole point.
But there doesn't have to be a start point because nothing has a start point. Like there would need to be some sort of law that we've discovered where it's like, oh, something was created from nothing here. That means everything was started from nothing. That doesn't like
it would lead to existence.
It'd make more sense. Don't get me wrong, but I'm saying is like
it would be nonsensical to just assume we started from nothing. It would fit in the space of the whole hypocrisy, the whole Big Bang Theory to begin with, because again, I find it personally hard to believe that why can't we start, like the idea that we just start from nothing, absurd, because nothing. Okay.
Because that's not the Big Bang Theory. That's like the idea. The particle is not the single particle that expands is not the starting point. It's the idea that that's the starting point for us for our understanding in terms of it's part of a cycle. Like I'm saying, it's like the water cycle doesn't start with rain. That's simply where we start observing it to understand the larger cycle. And with the Big Bang, it's bang and crunch.
And again, so how can you base your understanding on a starting and ending from what you observe? If I observe something, a selected point in a timeline, that doesn't. It's a starting point for me, but that doesn't mean.
Right, exactly. So we're agreeing.
So implying to say, well, can't there be a starting point? And saying, well, no, there be a starting. Yes, there does have to be a starting point. You start observing something at a certain point. That is the starting point.
There's a starting point for your observation, but not a starting point for the thing that's actually existing. There doesn't have to be like the creation of the universe doesn't have to how do I put it? There doesn't have to be a creation point for a universe. It could just be energy being unendingly transferred, and that's why the way I look at it is that we have no evidence that there ever would be a starting point, and all evidence observed in everything shows the law that things are just transferred. Is that all matter has existed, and it just transfers from state to state infinitely because chemically that's what it does. Because the laws that govern these things,
laws that we are currently aware.
Exactly. If there's other laws that come in and change things, then we would see their effect, or we would be able to observe from there. But as we
you can't definitively act like what you're saying is 100% true.
It's not
right now.
Nothing is 100% true, but I'm simply going off what we know. I'm just
going off of the possibility that something different.
Right, but to say that it has a starting point.
I'm not changing my life because of it. I'm just
right. But what I'm saying is, to say that the universe had a definitive starting point is contradictory.
Why does that be contradictory?
Because it contradicts all known laws that we know already. And I'm not saying
all known laws that we know already.
Exactly. I'm not saying it.
It's not the.
I'm not saying it's not the summation of all human knowledge. I'm not saying it contradicts itself. I'm saying it contradicts what we know. So either that's wrong, or everything we know is
just
wrong.
calling the question the knowledge of humans. Essentially, what we're doing.
Exactly. So either.
So the idea.
So the way it works now is that either that is wrong or everything that we know is wrong.
Could easily be everything we know is wrong.
It could just as easily be the other, though. That's what I'm saying.
It could be.
Yeah. And when
But I think someone has the right to.
Mm-hmm. Like I think.
And just not accept it at face value because again, neither of us study this. We're not.
No. We're just going off of what we picked up.
We're just going off of just
ideas
and concepts of stuff we heard.
Yeah. And I think
it's like the people that say that the idea that there's not like life outside of this world. I think that borderline implausible at this point.
You're right, exactly. So what's interesting?
But there are people that are convinced of that.
What's interesting?
They have the right to say it, but I just think there has to be other living things in this universe. We just can't be the only living things in this universe.
It runs off the idea that we have
or any other universe, because again, like in the grand scheme of things, we only know a very, very small portion of actual from what we can observe, and the outside is just essentially a void to us.
Unknowable mass. Yeah. It's interesting. I was actually asked an interesting question a few weeks back on that same night that I had that horrible political argument. One of the guy's friends asked me an interesting question: is that and I may be getting this completely wrong, and he may be thinking of something totally different. But there are individual ion particles that have been observed at certain points in the galaxy that just suddenly go missing for no reason, seemingly no reason. How do you explain that? Is what he asked me. And I said, well, from what I know and from what I believe that we all know, there's only two logical explanations. Either all laws of energy transference are wrong, or it transferred and we just were simply unable to perceive it. Like, it's the idea that it didn't disappear, it just went somewhere that we can't see, you know? And that was the point I made to him, and I remember I think he got upset at me for something, but I think he was drunk, so I don't quite remember. But that basically the way I see it is that it either matches up with what we already know, or it's dependent on something we don't. And if something like that comes along that completely contradicts everything we know, it's either untrue or what we know is untrue, you know? It dives into that territory where like two pieces of conflicting information go up against each other.
Now, like someone hearing that, kind of assume. I feel like there's I feel like there's bias when it comes to, like, hearing an argument like that, because you would just naturally assume, well, I mean, came up with this, so it must not be true. But again, human knowledge of cosmos is not fallible. In fact, it's been contradicted throughout history for a long time.
As large scale as the existence of planets. Like we're talking about like the most micro of micro here. We thought a planet existed within our solar system, but then it just didn't.
Yeah.
Like that is insanity.
Coxleve, where are you at?
Like the idea that
like there's plenty of things. I mean, we also thought we fucking were governed by humors at one point. We also thought.
Yeah.
So I'm not. How do I put this? Because it's really hard to explain.
Well, you could also make arguments that like people believed at one point the Earth was flat, but that was a thing that was called into question from the beginning. Is that we figured out pretty much right off the bat as a species, the Earth is not flat, and we do live on a spherical Earth. However, there was a bunch of people that were just hangers on that perpetuated the lie, and there still are to this day, surprisingly. And that's one of the things we were taught in school is that everybody back in the day believed the Earth was flat. Like, no, they didn't. Most people believed the Earth was round, or at least half of the population believed it was spherical. But there was just
half the population probably didn't care.
Lies. Right, exactly.
In reality, it wasn't like a debated question.
No.
Some person brought it up, other person
good old
denied
Farmer
it, and the
Joe
rest
didn't
didn't care.
Yeah.
It's more mundane than. But
I'm just wondering
again.
why
I'm interested in that because again,
here's
the idea of the outer interests me. The idea of like civilizations existing for us, probably in our same time. If you go with the cyclical
angle,
cyclical angle is also interesting.
Yeah.
And whether that like matches up with that, or whether the idea of soul part of that is also interesting to me. I wouldn't just outright just say with the knowledge that we have, I can't confidently say, yeah, that's proven. Again, we know very little about the world around us, essentially.
Yeah,
at least when it comes to this regard.
I don't see the connection between the world around us and the soul, because unlike the Big Bang,
the elements that existed the concept of existence, we know very little. That's my thing. Like, we can speculate, but I don't think we know too much to make a definite answer on the topic. At least with the human knowledge that we have. Again, human knowledge would not account for other carbon-based life forms existing outside of our own on Earth, as some people believe, but I don't believe that. It doesn't have to be other beings existing that aren't carbon. Could be.
Well, I'm having trouble. What I'm having trouble with is the idea of a soul.
I'm more reluctant to say no.
Okay.
That's my thing.
Right. But how do I put it? The way that any single thing is proven or disproven is you simply introduce a conflicting viewpoint and then quantify it. The sun god Ra does not bring these. I'm using a very simple example. The sun god Ra Helios does not bring the sun from east to west on his chariot, because we know that the Earth is now the Earth rotates around the sun, and for the Earth and the sun to exist as a celestial body, that means therefore that Helios cannot pull the sun with his chariot. Because we have two conflicting pieces of information, one is provable, one is not. And in the case of the existence of a soul, the soul is an idea. The idea of a soul is that this thing that is you exists in your body as a vessel, which then controls your body, and everything that is you is quantified.
That's another thing. You keep veering into the soul thing. I wasn't told, so I just brought it up.
Okay, but that's the thing I'm specifically interested in, is because I don't want to say we've disproven the soul, but we've quantified that everything that is the self, and nothing shows it as a single whole. It's all just it's basically like a machine. Like, everything that is you is like a computer or a machine. It's just biological rather than mechanical. And we haven't gotten down to all the metrics of how this machine works, but we know that it's a machine, which is why, for me, the existence of a soul is something that I do not believe in. I know the self, as I quantify it, is a series of basically on and off switches inside my brain, but I would never call it a soul because a soul suggests something far greater.
Javed's now free to pursue.
I can't bring myself to say I don't a soul.
Okay, fair enough. It's depressing. And
I would agree. Again, I just can't bring myself to believe that because I don't know the information. You can sit here and say it all you want, but again, at the end of the day, we don't know this information. I could be wrong. You could be wrong.
Oh yeah, I could be totally lied to about the way my brain works. But going off the information that I've looked into myself,
well, just going off information that we're given.
Mm-hmm.
Again, going off the information that we're given from people that we don't know. It's good to question. That's
it is good to question it. But no conflicting viewpoints have presented themselves. Like maybe that's just patching up the unknown, but the real question is, why the fuck would someone patch up the unknown with the most depressing viewpoint of the soul? Like,
I'm not saying someone patching up the unknown. Oh well, patching up the unknown as in someone just saying that there is no soul.
Simply the lack. How do I put it? The unknown, as in we don't know if there's a soul or not. Someone goes, the reason there is no soul, and here's the reason why, and they made up that reason. I can't think of that being the case because it is the worst.
I'm not saying that they made it out of malice. They made it up from what the observable information they had at the time.
Right.
And again,
So
the observable information you have at the time so I can't bring myself to say without definitive on almost anything that's around this layer of conversation.
Would that mean that the
this is not talking about like fucking specs in a fucking computer. I'm not.
Right.
I can't say which one is right and which one is to go with.
All right. I can't really. I don't know. To me, well, here's a question.
If you feel the need that you can, if you think that you're able to do it, then you can do it. I just can't say yes or no about that.
That's fair. But my real question is the information. Does that mean that the information that is being the information that I presented about like the human consciousness, does that mean that is false information, or does that mean that the unknown? Does that mean that the observable information is false and that the unobservable information is true, or does that mean that the unobservable information is going to fill gaps?
Maybe there's more information in the observable information that we just aren't seeing.
Yeah, but none of like with what we know now, unless what we know is actively contradicted.
It's like looking at a fucking puzzle. It's like I can tell that they're puzzle pieces like together, but at the same time, I'm not seeing the full picture with the puzzle I have.
Right, and
with the puzzle I have.
But once you get enough pieces, it's natural to assume the puzzle, what the picture of the puzzle
But
is.
that's assuming we have enough pieces to begin with.
Right, fair enough.
I don't think we have enough pieces.
But it doesn't really fit. But the pieces we have don't necessarily fit into the other puzzle. It doesn't fit into the puzzle that creates the image of the soul. It fits into the puzzle that creates the image of the machine.
I don't know if we have enough pieces for that puzzle. I'm saying.
Okay. Fair enough.
Call me a contrarian, call me a thing.
Oh, that's fair.
Thing.
Call
me whatever you want. It's like I'm not hard set on the idea. If we have a soul, I guess we don't have a soul. I guess when I'm dead, it doesn't really matter. But I much rather question whether or not we actually do have one.
And to be fair,
question the making of this expectation we have and that.
To be
fair, because in a way that feels like giving up.
Yeah, but to be fair to that second part, the non-existence of a soul does not necessarily disprove any sort of afterlife, because our brains naturally fill, like, for things that we don't understand, for things we can't understand, our brains will naturally fill in the gaps, visually, auditorily, or sensually. So because of the fact that death is imperceivable, our brain may just make something up, something that we find comforting. So there's the possibility that when you die, you simply enter a dream state and your brain fills in the gaps. And dreams can be theoretically infinite in terms of time. So there's a comforting thought. Or I mentioned the idea of
Like I'm not
transference.
holding on to this for the idea of a thought.
Mhm.
I'm holding on to the idea of the preservation of the self I currently am now
Yeah.
as I'm talking.
Exactly.
Like what
And that-
happens after I die, or what happens after you die,
Mhm.
and what happens to this self what happens to this thing that we call self
Mhm.
is interesting to me.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't need a comforting whether or not, because at the end of the day, if it disappears, then it disappears.
Yeah, for me that's deeply upsetting, but I'm not using it as a
Well,
not
it's deeply
using it-
upsetting as to you right now.
Yes.
But think about it. If you're gone,
Mhm.
if your existence just goes into oblivion,
Mhm.
will you care?
No, I'll be unable to care,
Exactly.
but I won't not care. Like there is no me to care about, and the idea of that unknown is terrifying to me in this moment. Maybe when I die it won't matter, but there is no not mattering. There's no me. There's no I. It's like it's just that nothingness is so imperceptible. I can't even begin to form coherent thoughts about it.
Mhm.
So all I can say right now is I don't know. I just don't like it. You know?
Exactly. It's an uncomforting. It's an uncomforting thought. But at the end of the day, I'm more interested in what would actually happen. Like I'm sure, like the thought of death is a terrifying thought. I'm not going to take that. I'm not going to say that it's not.
Right.
But at the end of the day, I'm interested in see what lies beyond death.
Now, what
if I
really-
will be able to even understand it,
Mhm.
or maybe there's an if there's an afterlife, or we create an afterlife in our head, and then I won't perceive death. If we we
Yeah.
could be dead right now, for all we know.
Exactly. But that was the point I was trying to make with the whole perception and like transference thing. Is like because as human beings we have like psychologically we have been shown to create crazy shit in order to cover up the unknown. The ultimate unknown, I'd like to think we come up with the ultimate fantasy to replace it, as we are
Mhm.
wont to do. Now, like
We could be hell.
we could
I
be
mean,
dead right now.
For all
And
we
this
know,
could
we could
just
be the thoughts of a dead god. For all we fuck.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Like
it's
the idea
interesting when
that
you
is
get to that level.
interesting.
Yeah,
And
when you
it goes into like fantasy, like novel kind of writing, but at the end of the day, it's interesting.
Yeah, when you get to that level of just like would a thought have its own thoughts? I mean, well, if the person who thought about the thought wanted it to have its own thoughts, then it would have its own thoughts. Would it be aware of those
Mhm.
thoughts? I don't know. Maybe you wouldn't want to be aware of those thoughts, and it's just being done subconsciously. Like it goes on infinitely at that point. It's interesting because like I don't know. I feel like everybody has that moment like in a story. Like you ever have that moment in a story where you're like the main character realizes how small they are in the universe. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm just a pawn in these people's game. And I feel like if I came across that in real life, I'd be like,
pawn in
"Let's-"
game of life.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like if I came across that in real life, I wouldn't be as upset as the people in the movie because to me, I just see myself as an animal gone wrong, I guess.
Well, I think in a movie, I think for that instance, it's usually portrayed as, well, I'm being played by a force or greater entity.
Yeah.
And it's usually very human, the entity. Like it's like someone doing things the further another person's playing without their knowledge and something. But like in reality, it's like there's no getting behind the fact that I don't think the human experience, the human life, is all that sacred.
Let's get
No.
Hi, Fender.
From what the information I have. But it would be interesting to see what lies beyond our current views of what human life is, because of, and I think we can find that maybe
You're in my way.
out there in unexplored space.
Well, it's the two opposing viewpoints of existentialism and nihilism. It's nothing matters, therefore nothing matters, therefore I can do whatever I want, therefore fuck everything. Versus nothing matters, therefore I create meaning and alongside every other human being that I am with. And it kind of renders things to be a lot more beautiful when you think of it that way. Is that I'm in charge of my own. I'm in charge of everything. It feels like, you know. This is a great responsibility, but it's my job to make things matter. You know.
The bone marrow has been sucked out.
Yeah.
Must be scavenged.
Very likely. Plenty around
Also,
some
Travis, your
today.
connection's unstable. Just letting you know.
Oh.
It's also past 12. Probably
Yeah.
should stop soon.
I also see some
Yep.
stab wounds. A blade.
But yeah,
Fingers
it's all
wide.
fun from an interesting comment about the idea of creation of the universe, and that interests me.
His neck muscles and palms look tense.
It could be cyclical.
How do you know when he died?
I do believe that when you get to the point in the conversation of, I mean, we can't trust it. Like when it comes to the point of we can't trust any perception at all. Like when we hit that point where all
I'm not saying that we can't trust any perception at all. I'm just saying, is the perception we have
Internet, what you doing?
Is the perception you have that like clear cut? Because again, when it comes to topics like this, you're better off to be skeptical to a certain extent instead
of course
being absolute, because you get dogma when you're
it runs. I think that questioning viewpoints are fine. It's viewpoints that introduce opposition without sufficient evidence are the ones that largely get shut down. Like,
I'm not trying to explain.
Are you certain
we were
explanation for the unusual rigor mortis?
Fucking alien dog hybrids at one point, like alien creators and shit like that. I'm not trying to get to that. All I'm saying is, I'm interested. All I'm saying is, can we really trust the extent of knowledge from this speck of dust in the middle of universe that we can barely see from?
It's not where there's smoke there's fire. It's where there's smoke there's fire, or there's a smoke machine or something, I guess. It's the second one.
Honestly, I mean, if you want to go like a more kind of like
want to even out
the
there?
anime, it's like being told that there's nothing exists beyond the attack.
Yeah. Did you just end the recording, Travis? Oh no, you're good. I was really confused for a second. Yeah, it's like there's we can't see what's beyond the wall, therefore there's nothing.
We're gonna have to end anyway, because I'm probably gonna have to reset my router because it's continuing to drop. So.
All right. Well,
is there something beyond the wall? There might be something.
Finish up the final thoughts on the conversation. I'll probably just leave that in. Well, Angela was continuing, so I wasn't sure.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I'm trying to. I honestly tried to figure out. Sounds fucking boring to people that are listening to.
I'm sure it's fascinating. It just has to be the right kind of person.
Fender, can you stop yawning in my goddamn face?
Anywho, I'm gonna go grab a drink and another slice of pizza.
All right. Oh man, of course, as soon as we're about to be done, it decides to even out.
God damn it.
Oh well. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you have wonderful days and or nights. Stop the recording here.